Hello, my beautiful, wonderful friends. So, as you can see, we got a little bit of a different setup here. For one thing, I have a wireless mic, so let me know if the audio sounds a little funky and not the same as it usually does or not as clear. So in today's video, this is going to be a little bit of a different format. If you haven't already seen the intro is a little different. Everything is different. I wanted to make this particular video a little bit more of a vlog style. So if you end up liking the vlog style type of video, please comment below and I will start making more videos like this. For the last 6 weeks, I have been off of dating apps, except for one. There's only one dating app that I'm on. It's because, you know, it's pretty prestigious and I got it and I was like, may as well keep it. But previous to that, I was on Bumble, I was on Tinder, I was on Hinge, I was on The League. I noticed that what I was doing in my dating life is ever since, I've been single for quite some time now, and I was using dating apps as a way to just escape myself. It was something that I just kind of caught on to very quickly. I would notice that when I was bored hanging out alone, that would be the first thing that I want to do. I noticed that if I had any uncomfortable emotions come up, I'd jump on a dating app. If I felt lonely, I'd jump on a dating app. Now here's the thing. Met up with maybe a handful of people. All those people were wildly emotionally unavailable, didn't know how to communicate, and I just started noticing the same type of pattern. I would notice that the men that I was attracted to weren't, quote, liking me back on these apps, and it really, really, really messed with my confidence. It messed with my sense of self. It messed with how I was interacting with other people just generally in my day-to-day life. I would say that it prevented me from going out and living my life. It prevented me from figuring out how to actually interact with people in person, in real life, instead of just through a phone and through an app. I would stay in my house all day. I wouldn't be getting out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't be experiencing my life. I never wanted to leave my house. And I decided to just date myself and stop relying on another person to go and experience my life with. This is me preparing to go to yoga. Ignore my my depression bench. Leave it be. You know, I was in a rough spot, so yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous to go to a class alone. You know how you go do something new that you haven't done in a long time, so you start overthinking. You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be alone. But it doesn't matter. People do this shit all the time. So why am I overthinking so much? I don't know. Okay, just my little car check-in with you guys. I just got done with my yoga class. And if you've never done yoga before or you've never tried it, it's not something that you think you'd ever want to do, I recommend it. I did hot yoga, so you know, I was sweating. And as I was practicing, I could feel myself reconnecting with my body. We all know it's very common now for people to say that trauma is stored in our hips, our emotions and feelings are stored there. I have some major issues with my psoas and my hips. And as I was in a certain pose, I could feel these emotions bubbling up, and I just released them. I felt myself opening up my heart, and I don't know, just being at home with myself. At the end of the class, this lady's awesome. At the end of the class, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and she said things like, you're worthy of being here, you deserve to be here, all those things, right? But to hear that in that space when I was already just having all these emotions come up of, hey, you have a purpose, there's a reason why you're here, it brought tears to my eyes. So I've never done much alone, to be honest. It was me trying to heal from my codependency and my social anxiety and my constant need to always be around another person to feel like I have to live my life or have a great life or enjoy my life or have fun. You don't need to be with other people to have fun. I think that's something that I convince myself of all the time is let me go be social and hang out with people I really don't like and I don't get along with because I want to have fun. But then I get to this place and I'm like, wow, these are not people that I would like to surround myself with. So what am I doing? I started eating at restaurants alone. I started going to grocery stores alone. Believe it or not, I stopped going to grocery stores alone. I really don't know why. I would even Amazon Prime it to my house when it's just down the street. That's how bad it got, So I was just shutting myself off from the world. So I just, tore open my cocoon and I was like, I'm ready, world. Let's do this. Okay, so today I'm taking myself out on a movie date. I'm truly a little nervous and weirded out because I've never been to a movie alone in my life. But I looked all cute and got dressed up for me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous. I do this every time I go and do something that's outside of my comfort zone. I figure out a million different reasons why I shouldn't do it. Like this morning, I was like, do I really want to go to a movie? Do I want to see it? Do I want to go see that alone? So yeah, I'm nervous, but it's okay. Okay, I saw the movie. Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was really, really good. I'm recording this in my car. Hopefully no one can see me do this and they can't see my phone. But, yeah. It was weird at first to see a movie alone, but then there was another girl who actually came in as well alone. She sat right next to me. But, I don't know. It felt liberating. I felt free. I'm so relaxed right now. I'm so happy. I just enjoyed my own time with myself. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that more often. I also went on my first vacation alone. I took my car and did a road trip alone, drove 750 miles total, all the way from Orange County, California to Carmel, California, which is a hell of a drive. That's friends, that is 5, 6, 7 hours of driving. I did my stops alone. I just figured it out. I got there and it was a really weird experience for me at first because people kept asking me oh, is your husband coming? Is your boyfriend joining you? Oh, reservation for 2? I went, 1. Everyone just kept assuming that I was there with someone else, and I had to keep kind of correcting people. And then sometimes for safety reasons, I wouldn't tell people that I was alone. Common sense people, I'm not going to be telling everyone and their mothers that I'm there by myself. I feel that's asking for a horror movie to happen. All it could take is one guy being like, oh, well, I know this one place you could go to, and da-da-da, and then you're there, and then they kidnap you, and then you're stabbed, and then that's it. That's the end of your life. Goodbye. You're in a horror movie. It's until dawn, but there's no one else making the decisions for you. When I was there, I did all the things that I wanted to do. I woke up in the morning and I was like, what do I want to do? Instead of relying on someone else to tell me what they want to do as ideas, I started getting more in tune with my needs, my wants, and how I can take care of them myself. You don't have to rely on another person for all your needs. And you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. They should be an added bonus to your life. Someone that you can enjoy your life with, not for. I've said this, I think, time and time again. You have yourself till the day you die. That's it. You. If you do not make the most with the time that you have on this earth with yourself, if you do not truly enjoy the time that you have with yourself, if you do not stop and spend time with you and really get to know who you are deep down to your core, you're missing out on this amazing sense of confidence, this amazing sense of self, this amazing self-belief, because the more you start to do things on your own, the more you start to realize how much you can do. You know, like I did it, for God's sake, I did a road trip alone. I never in a million years thought I would ever do that. It's easier for me to just sit with myself and be with myself and not need to be on my phone 24/7 or not need to be with another person 24/7. It's good to have community. It's good to be around other people, but you got to be careful with how you rely on other people to enjoy your life. I feel proud of who I have become at the other side of this. I, even at work, would never leave my office to go get lunch, nothing. Now I crave it. I crave getting lunch and sitting alone and just being at peace with myself. We think that other people are going to judge us when we're doing something alone. I think there's something beautiful and wonderful in dating yourself, because then you start to realize and understand what you really want, you know, past the opinions and thoughts of other people. You will start to see what you really deserve in your relationships, and not just romantic, I'd say friendships too. You know, I lost a friendship during this process because I started stepping into my own independence, and I started stepping into my own confidence, and I started getting more comfortable with my voice and expressing myself. I started sticking up for myself more. I started respecting myself more. And the way that I view and see myself now is at a point where I am no longer willing to accept anything or anyone that will hold me back. I don't know, I feel like when we grow and evolve, we attract people who are also growing and evolving. You'll start to really see people for who they are, because you're not looking at friendships and relationships through a lens of, I need someone. You know, at work, I actually started sticking up for myself a bit more. I started noticing the way that I was being treated, the way that I was being seen, and the way that people were viewing me, and I took a step back and I went, wait a second, I've been so involved in wanting people to like and accept me that I've completely forgotten what makes me so unique and wonderful and amazing, that I am putting up with disrespect, being belittled, and being talked down to. If someone like me, who has depended on other people for happiness, reassurance, and safety, basically their whole lives up until now, can do this and break that cycle, you can too. All it takes is a step. If you want any ideas of how you can begin to start to date yourself again, comment them below. If you think someone really needs to see this video, you know, maybe send it to them, because it might help them. It might help give them the push that they need to take a risk and enjoy their own company. So, other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well as my podcast, Proper Madness. And other than that, I shall see you guys next time. And remember, you have to get through the eye of the storm to see the clear day ahead. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next week.